Yeah, years ago, I used to go to a club over Cubridge called the Boathouse, and it was massive, big club right by the Thames. They had used to have big bands in there in the 60s, 70s, like Pink Floyd's been there, Status Quo's been there. There's a lot of good bands, Slade been there. There's been some really big bands there, yeah, and it used to be packed. So when we used to go there, it was like a discotheque, and it was raving there. And so, because it is like it is, we used to have big bouncers on the door, yeah. So I spoke the other day about a guy called Moray Bush. He was on the door. He was about 6'8", maybe 6'9", massive guy, 20 stone, massive feet, big guy, ex-fighter. Used to do a lot of extra work on the film sets. He's been in quite a few films, and I think Cliff Fields was there as a young man. There's a few other people been there, but I don't know names. But as Moray Bush, being a big guy like that, I mean, he used to throw his weight about a bit and throw people down the stairs. Just had a big staircase there, yeah, inside, bands upstairs, yeah. And he was a bit of a handful, Moray Bush, always drunk, big sloppy guy, could have a fight. I mean, you see him chuck people out, he just picks them up one hand and throws them down the stairs, which he was a bit of a bully, but he was a big man. I've had a couple of fights in there with a couple of bouncers myself, and, in the end I just kick him up the groin and run, yeah? But I was youngish. So one day, as I say, Moray Bush used to be on the film sets, yeah, he used to do the films and all that. So he must have met quite a few people. And one day, there's a big fight in there, and Moray Bush has gone in like a lunatic. There's other people, I think Cliff Fields was one of them and someone else, and they've hurt a few people, chucked them down the stairs. But what happened, they hurt someone whose dad was a bit of a face and chucked him down the stairs, yeah? Well, when the old man come to the club to have a go at them, they fucked the old man off, and he was by himself, yeah? So he come back with a guy called Milton Reed, the guy that I was telling you about with the bald head. Well, Milton Reed was an ex-wrestler, and he done a lot of film sets. So Moray Bush happened to know him, So when he comes to the door with the geezer, Moray Bush saying, "How you going, Milton, all right, mate?" And Milton's going, "Listen, you're out of order what you done, chucking the kid down the stairs. It's his boy. You had to go at him. You told me where to get off, yeah? Now you're out of order. We apologise." So Moray Bush, being Moray Bush, he's gone, "I ain't apologising to no one. That's my job. I ain't apologising to Milton Reed." Well, Milton Reed can have a right fight. Ex-wrestler that can really march on. And Cliff Fields is there, I was told, and there's a few other bouncers there. And Milton Reed's called him outside to have a row, more or less. So Moray Bush has come outside, Cliff Fields has come outside, and there's a few other people come outside but are not bouncers, they're all there. They reckon that Milton Reed run at them like a raving lunatic, smashed Moray Bush to pieces, knocked him up in the air, just kept smashing him to pieces. Cliff Fields, fair play to Cliff Fields, he got a few punches in, but Milton Reed was so big, so powerful that the punches didn't hurt. Evidently, he's supposed to give Cliff Fields a backhand and not Cliff Fields Sparko. This is what I've been told. Not in Sparko, yeah. Milton Reed, as I say, he was ex wrestler. Whether or not he was wrestling, no, I don't know. I don't know if it was ex or he was wrestling, yeah. But he smashed Moray Bush to pieces. He bashed Moray Bush up bad. And Moray Bush is an extra in film sets like Milton Reed. So he must have known Milton Reed from the film sets, and them two now are having loggerheads with each other. So Cliff Fields gets a backhander off of Milton Reed and gets supposed to get knocked on the floor. Not knocked out, but knocked on the floor. Two of the other bouncers steamed into Milton Reed. Milton Reed got a bit of a hiding from them all in the end because they all got up and steamed into Milton Reed. But Milton Reed was on his own. I mean, come on, he's a big man, can have a right fight wrestler, but he's come unstuck. he's come right unstuck with this lot. He bashed them up at first, give a few right-handers, and steamed into them, knocked them all round the gaff. And later on, they had to put the tail between their legs and get out of that place as quick as possible, because Moray Bush, Cliff Fields, and his other two bouncers, which I don't know the names, was on top for Milton Reed. So Milton Reed had to go with a guy whose son got hurt. They went, yeah. They then come back later on, in later days. How true this is, I don't know. I'm only telling you what I was told. He comes back with Jimmy Tippet. So Jimmy Tippet must have been doing a film set or something like that. He come back with a few of the other film set people. I think that Paul Moriarty might have been there. I'm not quite sure. Paul Moriarty, who played Razors in Long Good Friday, he was there. There was someone else very famous who come along with him as well. And they then had a 1-for-all outside on the green at the bootleggers, at the boathouse, right? And they reckon that it was a fight for all, mate. They reckon Jimmy Tippet was knocking people out like he's going out of fashion. They reckon Milton Reed was going like a lunatic. Moray Bush and Cliff Fields got a bit of a good hiding, all accounts. And then in the end, the police were called, and they all departed as quick as they can, because you've got staircases there that go up to Kew Bridge, over Kew Bridge there. They had to get out there a bit quick and leave their cars where their cars were. Didn't want the police going on them from getting in cars, so they had to go up the staircase and along over Kew Bridge, away from them all, yeah. But that's what I was told, that Jimmy Tippet, Paul Moriarty, Milton Reed, and there was someone else there, some other famous guy, actor. I'm not quite sure who it was. It might have been, what's his name, who played in Long Good Friday? The little one, I forget his name now, but people are telling me, but evidently he can have a right fight. And he was there as well, yeah. But he come right unstuck, Big Moray Bush and Cliff Fields. But the other two bouncers, I'm not quite sure who they are, yeah. But evidently they didn't really help out too much, and they got quite good hidings. But anyway, this is Bang Bang Rail. Just a little thing that I've been told, and yeah, that's what happens. As soon as it's funny, isn't it? When you start talking about people, clubs, and people you know, like Moray Bush, someone's got into me and said, "Yeah, we remember Moray Bush down the boathouse when he got bashed up by that Milton Reed." You know, and you look into it a bit more, and you find out that Jimmy Tippet is involved. He was knocking people out. I was going out of fashion, Jib, because he can have a right fight, Jimmy Tippet, mate. He wasn't no fool, but he was involved because he was doing a big film set just over Kew somewhere. There's a place there they was doing films. So anyway, Bang Bang Roll. Please press the like button, subscribe, and good afternoon. Yeah, nice one.